So, with the main Archon quests of Fontaine now finished and done, our speculation turns to Natlan, the nation of Pyro and War. And of all the seven nations, I think it's easy to say that Natlan is probably the most mysterious. We know very little about it. From what we know from Neuvillette at the end of the Archon quest for Fontaine, it is a land that's constantly ravaged by war, and it is also a land of dragons. The dragons have found a way to coexist with the people of Natlan, which is interesting and has many uh, unique facets, and I'm very much looking forward to that. However, this doesn't really give us a lot to go on the story of what the Archon quest will be. But I think we can take a few general points from other things and make a decent guess. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to guess at what the Archon quest is going to center around in Natlan, and I 100% could be totally wrong on all of this. I'm making this video now. Eventually, we're going to get the interlude Archon quest, which may give us a little bit more information. And then, of course, next year we'll get the trailer for Natlan and all the different things that are going to go into it, and I'll maybe make an updated video. But for right now, let's just take a wild guess of what we know. So far, we know that Capitano, the captain of the Fatui Harbingers, who I think we can all guess is probably the first of the Fatui Harbingers, is in Natlan and has thrown his hat into the war. Number two, we know that the Travler, through various different methods, has managed to help the Fatui in claiming the Nosai of all of the gods. Now, he doesn't always do this directly, but something that the Traveler has done has always caused the Fatui to eventually get the Gnosis of whatever god it is that they're currently after. So for Mondstadt, for example, Venti was concerned when the Traveler was blasted back by La Signora's ice blast, which distracted Venti long enough for La Signora to bind his feet. I think we can all say, even though Venti is the weakest of the Archons, I'm pretty sure that if he had been able to get up into the air, La Signora would not have been able to take his Gnosis. A, because she couldn't reach it, and B, because he'd have freedom of movement to just do whatever he needed to do to get rid of her. So, he distracted Venti in Mondstadt. That's how they got the Gnosis there. He helped the Qixing defend Lia, which let Morax, Zhongli, agree to the deal to give away his Gnosis. Yaimiko traded the Gnosis, the Electro-Gnosis, for the Traveler's life in Inazuma. Nahida traded the Dendrognosis to help the Traveler and give him more information. I mean, yes, she wanted the information for herself, too, because she's the god of wisdom and she was curious. But I think it's fair to say that her relationship with the Traveler also influenced her decision. And then, of course, we just finished Fontaine, and he helped protect the people of Fontaine and return the power to the Dragon Sovereign. And since the Dragon Sovereign has no need for the Gnosis, he gave it away. So it's indirect in some cases, direct in others. So when we come to Natlan, I'm sure that the Traveler will in some way help the Fatui get the Gnosis again. My best guess, as of right now, is there's two technical guesses. One, the Pyro Archon is dead, and you can't see it, but I'm putting that in air quotes, and the Traveler will help resurrect her. The only reason I'm pointing this one out is because the name of the Natlan chapter is the Incandescent Ode to Resurrection. So it could be, the resurrection could be referring to something else completely, and the Pyro Archon could still be alive and fine, but I'm kind of hedging my bets and saying, okay, maybe the Archon is dead, and the Traveler resurrects her, and in doing so helps save Natlan, and because I'm also thinking that Capitano is throwing his hat into the ring to help Natlan. So that's probably should have started with that. Capitano is helping Natlan. That is my guess. He is not fighting Natlan, he's helping them. Capitano is described as the most noble of the Fatui Harbingers. So I think he threw his hat in to help protect the people of Natlan and help them wage war against whatever they're waging war against. Kind of like how Arlecchino, though being the most duplicitous, supposedly, of the Fatui Harbinger, helped Fontaine because she is from Fontaine and she wants to defend her home country. So I think Capitano is helping Natlan, and when the Traveler resurrects the Pyro Archon, she will give Capitano the Pyronosis at the end of the war as a thank you for his help. The other option is that the Pyro Archon is not dead and the Traveler helps her and Capitano beat back whatever it is, and nonetheless, the concept is still the same. Oh, Capitano, you helped us, here's the Gnosis, like we agreed. This one is more of a, Capitano went to the Pyro Archon and said, hey, you're in this war, it's not going well, or it's been stagnant for years, I'll help you win it, all I want is the Gnosis, and the Pyro Archon agreed. Now, this begs the question, though. What is the war against? I think the war is against the Abyss. I think that Natlan has been in a years-long perpetual war against the Abyss, holding them back. I have no evidence. However, it would be a really nice tie-in. Plus, it would also make sense why Capitano is helping them, because the Fatui are also against the Abyss. So, that is what I'm thinking the Natlan Archon quest will be about. The Traveler helping the Pyro Archon, either by participating in the war effort or resurrecting her, and fighting the Abyss alongside Capitano, and when it's all over with, the Pyro Archon will give Capitano the Pyronosis as gratitude for his help. But, again, this is entirely guesswork. We have very little evidence. There's very little information about Natlan, so we will have to see, and if I turn out to be right or wrong, I will make another video about it. So, if you found this video at all interesting, please like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. If you have your own opinion, you think I'm right, I'm wrong, you just want to call me an idiot, whatever, have a good rest of your day. Bye.